Welcome back to Markets of Sunshine. This is Marsha, and this channel is all about helping you express your modern lifestyle with fun DIY crafts and relaxing nature journaling tips. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful fabric butterfly embellishment to put on the front of your journals, and you can put them on quilts, placemats, just imagine all of the different ways that you can use them. So I'm going to show you how to make this. You're going to need a square piece of fabric. Now I'm using a hanky. So all you need to do is take the handkerchief and fold it into a triangle and then crease the edge with your finger. Find the center. So that's what I've done here. So here's the hanky folded into the triangle at the points, and then I found the center, and you're going to gather the one side in, and then you're going to pin it in place, and then turn it and gather the other side in and pin it in place. Now the whole idea is you want to keep this bottom point looking even. So if it starts to look out of balance, then just adjust it, bring it in a little bit more on one side or out on one side. And as you can see here on this one, I made the top point, not even a point, but more in a square. But down here you can see that it's more even. And then I trimmed it up a little bit. But you can do this with a 6x6 square piece of fabric, 8x8, 10x10, 12x12. The larger you go, the bigger your butterfly will be. The smaller you go, the smaller your butterfly will be. So now what I've done here is I have a fabric doily, and I've also added some vintage lace. Now if you are interested and a lover of vintage notions and textiles, I have lots of them available in my Etsy shop, Pioneer Fundraiser. I'll put the link in the description below, and I will be happy to cut any of the fabrics that you see that are listed now into fat quarters, a quarter of a yard, half a yard, or a yard. So they're all listed at a yard right now. But if you see a fabric that you absolutely love and you would just like to make a journal cover out of it, then you can message me and ask me to just cut you a fat quarter piece. So those would be the sizes that I would be happy to do that for you with no problem. So obviously message me first, and then I will make you a listing, and I will adjust that fabric listing. Just let me know. Message me from the link that you're interested in. There's vintage buttons, there's vintage notions, patterns, laces and trims, all kinds of beautiful vintage things. This vintage fabric here is absolutely a beautiful, like a taffeta, just gorgeous. And so I know several of my customers, Christina and others, have purchased the fabrics and they absolutely love them. The one that Christina, I think it was in one of my giveaways that she was able to get, and she was one of my winners, and it was a beautiful pink. Oh my goodness, I love that fabric as well. So, but I was it was very hard to let it go, but I was happy to see it go to somebody who would love it as much as I did. So now this is the composition book that I covered in my last video. So all the glue now has dried, and it's turned out really nice. So this is the pattern of the fabric, and as you can see, it's a beautiful pond with lily pads and butterflies and bugs and flowers of all sorts, dragonflies. And so just to because I love green and orange, but I wanted to show you how to make the butterfly. It's really simple, very quick and easy to do. And let me set that aside now. And now to just embellish this and finish this off, what I'm doing is going to pull some of the colors that you see going on here, and I want to bring that out more. So I have some vintage seam binding, and I've cut that. And I'm going to just glue these pieces into place because I sewed with a decorative leaf stitch here, as you can see, the doily and the lace and the butterfly into place. But then I needed to this would be difficult to sew these on because this is so thin and it's very delicate, very old lace and seam binding, so I didn't want to risk that. So this piece will go here. I don't know, I've cut these and then I set them aside, so I'm going to have to see which one went on which side, but I'll figure that out in a minute. Obviously. Aha, so this is the shorter side. And then this one goes over here. Let me see. Okay, figured that out. That's what happens when you have to move your piece around, so I had to take them off. So I'm going to just use Aleene's tacky glue and glue this all into place. So let me do that, and then I'll be right back.